Good morning, April the 14th, 2011. Today, we're going to talk about something which we'll be seeing a lot of, which I think is very, very unfair, but it's going on quite a bit. Some credit card companies, and I'll tell you specifically American Express, but we are seeing it from other credit card companies as well, including Visa. What they're doing, I guess because of the financial crisis, is they are trying to put the debts of credit cards onto the authorized users of the credit cards as opposed to the people who actually own or have the credit cards. They're called the obligors, or the people who actually owe the obligation. Let me just explain a little bit of background so you understand what we're talking about here. A lot of times with American Express cards and with other cards, you have one person who's the card holder or the card member. They take out the card in their name. Let's say it's Joe Jones. Joe Jones has a small company, or Joe Jones has a family, and he decides that his wife, his coworker, Mary Jones, and Sam Smith can be authorized users on the card. Now, the authorized users on the card get to use the card, obviously within the restrictions of the card, but they can use the card to make charges. However, they are not obligated for the debt. Only Joe Jones, who's the card holder, is the one who's obligated for the debt. All right, what we're seeing more and more, and I'll tell you, we're seeing quite a bit of it, is that American Express, Visa, some other companies are, when Joe Jones is having trouble paying the credit card, they're going after the authorized users and they're credit reporting the authorized users as being late on the card. This is false credit reporting. If you're an authorized user, you have the privilege of using the card, but you do not get held up with the credit reporting if the person who's the card holder falls behind in his payments. That is straight up and down contract law in California and also in the federal system. The main difference, or the main way you can tell an authorized user versus a card holder, is the authorized user is not going to be getting monthly statements for the card. Only the card holder is getting the monthly statements. That's the main thing. There are other things as well. Obviously, the card holder is the one who originally entered into the contract agreement with the credit card provider, and the authorized user did not. The authorized user just has permission, basically, from the card holder to use the card. If you or if your family members are authorized users and you're looking at your credit report and you're finding out that American Express or some of these other companies are credit reporting you for being late on a credit card or an Amex card where you are an authorized user and you are not a card holder, obviously you got to dispute it with Amex and with the bureaus and ask them, send a certified letter and ask them very specifically, show me the document where I became a card holder or an obligor, a person obligated to make the payments, versus an authorized user, because I am just an authorized user. If you're getting credit reported or if there are debt collection efforts going on against you as an authorized user for a card where you are an authorized user only, but you are not a card holder, these are cases that we are working on right now. We've got several of them in the office. We think we're going to do well with them. We've already done well with a couple of them. We'd be very interested in talking to you. Anyway, that's something that you need to know, because the credit card companies and the big banks are getting more and more and more. You can't even use the word aggressive anymore. I think it's tyrannical. It's a tyranny. I think that they're getting more and more arrogant about just basically pushing people around and taking their money. And it's going on quite a bit. They're basically pushing the envelope. They're bending or breaking all the rules. If they're doing it to you, we want to hear from you. Anyway, I hope you have a good April 14th. Hope you have a good rest of the year, and looking forward to hearing from you. Take care. Bye-bye.